So yeah. Well, they ain't gonna let them do it. Ain't gonna let them do it. About to start talking, but I said, hey, good. I hope everybody is feeling good, exuberant, things of that nature. Um, what I did want to talk about is if you feel like, the walls closing in on you, you know, I just I have a lot of experience with being, you know, just locked down, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, if you struggling with it or whatever, and, say, give them some encouragement and say, hey, everybody is feeling probably, real similar and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, this is new. This is this is an issue, a world issue, not just state by state or like the U.S. This is a world issue. It's going on everywhere. Okay, so that was weird, and everybody's gone. So yeah, that was weird. So they cutting off my live. They playing with my live because I'm anyway. So if you do find yourself in a prison world, you break free doing doing these things like okay, so I'm not gonna say all of that, like, I'm not even gonna, I don't want them after me. They already messing up my life and whatnot. Look, if you actually, you feeling like, weird, anxious, it's a lot. There's a lot of people that's feeling the same way. And I just want to be encouraging, you know what I mean? Like, because I know how it is. I've been locked up before. You know what I did when they locked me up? You know what I did? I made spreads, bitch. I made dice out of toilet paper. I hand washed my drawers. That's what the fuck I did. I'm messing with y'all. Anywho, now we got some action. I just wanted to put a smile on everybody's faces. You know what I mean? That's what you do. You know what I mean? You turn lemons into lemonade. That's what you do. You got to make the good out of every situation. I've been doing a lot of, self-evaluation, self-reflection during this corona season. You know, so we all got to do that. We all got to, check with self, examine self, and search within, seek and find. You know what I'm saying? No, I wanted to talk about okay, so like what do y'all think about this whole black this is motherfuckers. I said, but this whole Black is King thing. Like first they had, Kanye came with the Jesus is King, and then we got the Black is King. Now people is talking about it's demonic, and I'm just like, where? Like, she's actually, Beyonce, I get it, because, I'm an artist myself, so, like, I kind of get where she was going with the whole situation. I did see okay, the moons on the clothing or whatever. Like she had wore a full body suit with the crescent moons on it, like, but if you research, and that represents, fertility. Crescent moons represents a woman's cycle. It represents a whole lot of things, you know what I mean? It represents new beginnings. So I seen that, and then I seen what else I see? Oh yeah, the Black Parade. Okay. Now, a lot of people might have been like weirded out by that one because she did have the crescent moon and the star. That's on most flags with Muslim people. So like most of the flags where like the religion is predominantly Muslim, they have the crescent moon and the star. So I was like, okay, well, those are a lot of African countries. So she was paying homage to Africa, which trickles down. I didn't even know that okay, I was watching this documentary a long, long time ago, and I wish I knew the name of it because it was very informative. This African lady was speaking about the culture out there and how we're tethered, like, to our mothers. And, I was just like, wow, okay, we're tethered to our mothers. So what does that mean? Like, I don't really know what this means to this day, but I guess the powers that be, but not for long is what I call them. The powers that be, but not for long, do know what that means. That's why they ask you what's your mother's maiden name. I never really understood why they would need my mother's maiden name on like job applications and whatnot. But for some reason, the powers that be, but not for long, know this. They know that you're tethered to your mother. So, with that being said, everything that black people do, it comes from the motherland. Like every single thing. I've been starting to notice. I'm just like, yo, I'm glad that, Beyonce came out with this video. I don't give a fat baby's ass if people are talking about it's demonic. It's not demonic. Like, I don't see anything demonic about it. It's mommy Wata, okay, she was a deity, African deity, but she's telling you about African culture. She just paid homage to a whole bunch of African culture. She said Oshun, which is a deity as well, it's African deity. She's paying homage is what I'm seeing. Like, but other people are sickos, and they get this idea in their head to where like everything African is demonic because you're thinking about voodoo and hoodoo and all that stuff, like, and it's not. It's what I mean, it's just what it is. What it is, like, that's what they did back then. Like, they did, not back then, now, some of it now, but it's predominantly Christian out there in Africa, like, for real. So I don't know what the hell people is talking about. Anyway, you know, when, when when people don't know what the hell they talk about, you know what I mean? Like, they don't do the research on certain things. She was wearing a this is what dude was saying she was demonic because she was wearing a isikolo. It's a isikolo is what it's called, and that's really like Zulus do it. It's like this little matter of fact, she wasn't wearing the hat, but she had her hair braided up like a isikolo. And that's what African women do to show respect to their husband. That lets people know that they're married. So I was just like, damn, she can't even wear that and show Jigga Man some respect, you know what I mean? Jigga Man. Jigga what? Jigga who? You know what I mean? Like, people get things confused. Speaking of confusion, a lot of Christian people, I see they'll take something and, they'll look at something and they'll just say like it's demonic. It's you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what's demonic? And then can't explain what's demonic about it. Like, this is what kills me. Like, it's just like, what? Why you can't even explain that? Why do you think it's demonic? Explain yourself. You feel me? You silly. Look. I said, but no. it's it's a lot of people that just look at things, and they look at things a certain way, and it's like, okay, if you're a Christian, if you're a diehard Christian, it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. You know, so if you thinking evil, something is evil, guess what you are? Guess what that makes you. You feel me? Like, if you change your mind, you can change your whole entire world. And that's what this whole thing is about. Like, I know I'm getting on, the Black is King, talking all that stuff, but I'm about to talk about a few different things, because it's a lot of people that just don't really get it still, after all of this time. You had all this time you got to yourself in the house. Maybe you still working, maybe you never skipped a beat, maybe that's what it is. But if you did have time to study, to sit, listen to your own thoughts, formulate your own opinions on different topics and whatnot, like, you would get some clarity on who you are as a person. The Black is King, that's why I mentioned the Black is King, because it brought a lot of clarity. I was like, dang, I'm just seeing all kind of different things that actually do come from, Africa, like, that we do. We never lost our culture as Black people, like, at all. The things that we, like, okay, say, I was on a drill team, doing the stepping and all that stuff, when I was younger. And I thought about that when I was looking at the Black is King, and I'm just, I'm doing my research, trying to figure out where'd that come from, because that actually comes from Africa. I used to be fascinated. I used to go to church, look at the praise dancers and stuff. You know how they wore the all white, and they, we worship you. You know what I mean? Did the praise dancing and whatnot. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. I wonder where that came from. Africa. It all stems from Africa. Like, everything comes from Africa. So, even white folks, y'all come from Africa. The first lady, that they said, scientists, and that the first lady was, that they saying everybody came from, Lucy. It's an African woman. So, we're all African. Anywho, I know that probably made a couple of people mad and stuff, that we all say we are African, but it's true. Good grief, people get so mad at the truth. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so upset at it. Anywho, yeah, so if you change your mind, you can change your whole world. And you change your mind by just thinking positive, good thoughts. You know what I mean? You can't think evil thoughts and, and not have that, come, like, it's going to come directly back to you. The things that you think, you have to watch yourself, and I know idle mind is devil's playground and all of that stuff, but think good thoughts. Just, work on that. Like, don't be, like, just idle. Just think positive thoughts, thoughts to think. Instead of thinking that things are evil, when you see a Black woman work hard as I don't know what, that girl be. I said she worked so hard her whole entire life. She done worked all this time. We saw her from the little bit to all the way. You know what I mean? She worked hard. And Tierra Whack was in that video that they won't take my power. My power. She was in that video. She said this: if Black people are winning, they think it's demonic. We live in a sick ass world, a sick ass society. Like, it's sick. You know what I mean? Because we can't win. We gotta worship we gotta be Satanists. We gotta be devil Luciferians. We gotta be devil worshippers to have success. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. Like, that's not true. We don't have to like worship, Satan to win in life. Like it's crazy. But they put that asterisk. They put that on black people that are successful and stuff. And he talking about, you know, I'm just like, man, we sat up here and watched this. He's watched this girl work her whole entire life, and now she's Beyonce, and people want to call her demonic and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm like, man, if I the things that people go through, like I'd be scared. I'd be like, I'd be like real scared to just, go full throttle without like, man, because what are people gonna say about me? Actually, I'm not scared. Now, but I used to be. I used to be real scared on going full throttle with, as far as music goes, as far as anything I was doing went. Like, I was just scared to go full throttle because you're under, like, a microscope. You're under such scrutiny when you become successful as a black person here in America. They think something else. It's just, you could see the sickness in people. It's like, and that's why it's, I'm glad she came out with that, because it's important to know who you are and, where you came from and, where you're going, So, like, if we can figure out who we are and where we came from, I mean, we could heal a little bit better, like, because this time out, like, I feel like it's for healing, for sure. For sure, for sure. I've been actually working out the kinks and doing some healing myself. Like, it's crazy how much that you don't know that you're not over. You could think that you over certain things, and you don't be over it a little bit. Then go ahead, have yourself a good cry, just heal people, heal, heal. Anywho, like, on my healing journey, I I noticed certain things and stuff, like, about us as black people. It's just the things that I notice are that we've been sick. You know what I mean? Like, we've been real sick. We and the reason why I say that, don't get me misconstrued, and don't get me wrong on this, but the reason why I say that is because everybody keeps on talking about, well, what about the black people that's killing each other? What about them? What about, what I mean? Like, I just said it. We've been sick. When you have been stripped from your natural habitat, any animal of any kind, when they have been taken away captive from their natural habitat, their natural environment, and placed in a different environment, and not given any type of help, mentally or whatever, shit can go get haywire. Shit can get real. Simple as that. It's just like people are stripped away from their natural environment. Keep on saying to people in Chicago, the people in Detroit, Michigan, and stuff like these, all these cold ass places, black people is not supposed to be. Like, yeah, they acting up, of course. So, and then there's no counseling. There's no, it's just a sick world. This is heal time. Everybody kind of needs to heal. Think about the things that you're not over. Journaling probably can help. I don't know. Just think about shit that you need to heal. Like, your heart needs to mend about. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good to have all of these issues, and then you're in a totally different habitat than your normal environment, and You trying to make something out of your life and do something for yourself, but you got all this baggage. You got all this baggage, and you never really fully understood where it even came from. And I feel like people should, really look back and re-examine, like, their life from the childhood up into adulthood. I feel like we should just all re-examine, you know, your life. Like, if you could think about the most happiest moment that you ever had, in your life, it probably had nothing to do. You probably was flat ass broke. I guarantee you. Maybe you probably was flat ass broke. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leap out there and say the happiest moment that you've had in your life, you was broke. Is this correct? I know it's correct. She wasn't thinking about no money. You wasn't thinking about no bill. You was having a good old time. You know what I mean? Like, people, I've had so much fun just doing all kind of different weirdo stuff with my with my cousins and stuff. We used to do just weird stuff, like slide down the canyon in cardboard boxes. Like, we just did weird stuff. To put a whole mattress, downstairs. This is a 2-story house. And my auntie, we put a mattress downstairs, and we used to just jump off the balcony. Like, we had fun. Didn't have a care in the world and stuff. Like, water balloon fights and all kind of different crazy stuff. Yes, I know it's true. It's true. But yeah, like, it's a lot of stuff that we don't know that's going on with us, to where you could actually just be going through something mentally and stuff. And it's not nothing wrong with, like, black people, like, in particular, like, motherfuckers is just all sick, really. People are all sick. You coming from different habitats, and not by choice, but by force, and it trickles down as a trickle down effect. This is why I said I was talking about how you're tethered to your mother, and they know this. I still, like, I'm trying to research and do whatever I can do to figure out why is that, and why would they know that we're tethered to our mothers, and we don't know that we're tethered to our mothers and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, okay. Again, I say, this is why on the application or whatever, they ask you, what's your mother's maiden name? And I'm just like, it's like, nosy? So, like, but, we go ahead and we write that down. It's because, I don't know what it's because, but I'm believing that it's a trickle down effect, for, generation. We have the power to break generational curses and stuff, like, but it's just a trickle down effect, so the mental illness, just different, if you having moments, to where you might spaz out and all that stuff, you got to check your family history, do some research on yourself, and figure out who you are for real and where you came from for real. That's really why I appreciated this whole Black is King. I appreciated that. Like, a lot of people may have interpreted wrong, like it was demonic and all that stuff. Like, I'm just like, wow, people don't do their history. You gotta do your research, because this is what I mean. Even though there was a lot of stuff going on with the African deities, it wasn't. It's what it's what you came from. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what you in particular. I don't want to say just you in particular, but she was just paying homage to the different African cultures and stuff. Everybody know, they saw her grow up. You saw Beyonce, she prays every time before she do a show and stuff. She have a little circle, you know, of people that's, you know, that's praying with her. And I'm just like, how you go from that to just demonic? I'm just like, wow, okay, well, we don't, you know what I mean? Like, what we gonna call? What about Nick Cannon? He been wearing a freaking turban for all this time. Is he Muslim? We gonna call him Muslim? Like, people do certain things and stuff. Like, just, I mean, damn, you can't be artistic these days, man. This shit is crazy. But, you know, I'm just like, you know, we kind of gotta just heal. Healing. And I know it's a difficult time. A lot of people been struggling in this time, including myself, on and off. Like, even though I laugh, I smile a lot. Like, people are like, what's so funny? You're smiling, you little smiley face girl, goofy, you know. I said, because I'm just like, I mean, you can't go around crying all the time. You can't do that. So, shoot, like, you know what I mean? I changed my mood. I changed my mind. I changed my mind, and I changed my world. Well, my world is a happy place. Once I figure out in my mind that, okay, hey, I'm gonna be happy today. Like, I don't care what in the world is going on. I don't care what's on the news. I don't care about no corona. I don't care about, like, I just don't, like, I'm gonna be happy today. Everything is gonna work out in my favor today. Everything is gonna go well today. I'm joyous. I'm happy. You know, I'm grateful. You know, and like, this is what works for me. This is what works for me. Like, we gotta find out. You know, yeah, everybody kind of gotta find out their own little thing that works for them on just being, just healing. You know, healing yourself. This is a lot of time to heal. Like, we got a lot of time to heal. And, you know, what did En Vogue say? You know what I mean? I mean, free your mind and the rest will follow. They said, free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Bob Marley said it, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Number ourselves can free our mind. You know the song. Bob Marley said the same thing, you know. So, that's what we got to do. We got to just kind of just, all of the stresses, all of the, you know, worries, you know, financially, spiritually, you know, because a lot of people, I'm noticing, are having anxiety attacks. And that's spiritual. That means that there is a shift in the universe. If you're having anxiety, I've actually had this for many years, and I know it can be rough and tough with my Afro puffs. Anyway, no, but I know it can be weird. It could feel just terrible a lot of times. Like, you really feel like you're dying and shit. Like, that shit don't feel good at all. But I breathe in, I breathe out, and I introduce myself. So, anyway, yeah, that's I mean, that's, you know, it's a lot of stuff that I wanted to say, and I don't think I'm gonna get to everything I wanted to say, but I'm I'm just like, there were so many references to, what was that? So many references to to African culture in the whole Black is King, the whole Beyonce little virtual album or whatever. So I appreciate that. Like, and instead of hating, people should I mean, hating when you don't get paid to hate is just it's terrible. It's terrible. Like, at least start you a podcast or something. If you're a hater deep down inside and you know it, start a podcast or something. Get paid to hate. Like, don't just hate and be broke. Like, hate and get paid to hate. Because if you're a hater, that's who you are. We need those. As artists, as people, we need you. The hater makes us greater. So, like, if you gonna hate, get you some money for it. Get you a podcast started and hate hard. Do the best job you can do at hating. But just get paid for it. Don't hate and don't get paid for it. Like, that's weird. Anyway, like, yeah, Dread, man. Come on, man. These people be out here just hating for no reason. Oh, Beyonce's a witch. Like, what? What? You Bible thumper? Like, Christian? As a man thinketh, so is he. You think she's a witch? Guess what you are. Boom. Like, so, I'm just like, oh, wow. I'm saying something. But anyway, no, I'm just like, we don't have to continue to feel like Black people can't have success without demonizing people for having success and being Black. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Enough is enough already. We don't, like, if we can break out of that, we can do so much more and go so much further. If we can break out of the mentality that, a Black woman is successful, she must worship Satan. Like, what the fuck? Like, serious? Something is really, really bugged out. Like, we didn't sit up here, watch this girl. We didn't watch her grow up, work her whole damn life, singing, dancing, all of that stuff. Like, she worked for everything that she has. And to say, not celebrate her success or not celebrate her empowering and encouraging other young women to be successful. Like, it's just like the way that people interpret things, the way that the world's view is fucked up. Like, it's really bad. It's like, man, fucking sick ass world. This is a sick world. Forget upside down. The way that people look at things is crazy. The more and more I'm to myself, like, I can, like, really understand me and who I am as a person. I'm just like, damn. Like, I'm a really optimistic type of individual. Like, I don't really think negative thoughts come to me when I'm around other people with negative thoughts. And you know what I mean? Like, they'll say something and then I'll be like, I never thought of it like that. What if that's right? What if, and then it just gets you all discombobulated and confused. So, I encourage everybody to spend some time alone and figure out who they are. And if you're not optimistic, like, you probably need to readjust that. You know what I mean? You probably want to readjust that. Or If you're pessimistic, go get paid to hate. Like, you just, I told you, start podcasts, get paid to hate. Go do that. And I'm sure people will support your criticism and your hate and your judgment. Just know that it's all going to come back to you. So, just whatever you put out, this comes back to you. This is the universe and everything. But, excuse me, a debt is owed, people. This is what the whole, look, this is why I wanted to talk about the damn video already and stuff, like, because I saw, like, okay, that was, I saw the African symbolism. I've been studying, of course we all been studying, African, like, culture and all this stuff during this time. If you haven't, you should, because I didn't know, it's certain things that I didn't know what is going on. And, like, I grew up in church, somewhat, I'm back and forth from, my dad and my grandma and stuff. Anyway, so somewhat, I grew up in church, and, it was like, when I was younger, I was like, these big ass hats that these ladies be wearing at church and all that stuff, like, what is that about? Why they got these big ass hats on their head? Yo, all of this stuff, like, stems from, like, African culture and stuff, like, and then I am sure that a lot of these women don't even know it. They don't know it, like, and they think that they've been stripped of their culture, and you have been doing your culture for a long time now. Like, what I mean? It's the twerking to the shimmy, like, all of that. It's our culture. So it's not. I was on the stepping. I was on the drill team. We stepped. We did drills and all that stuff. You know what I mean? All of that stuff. We've been doing. Our culture never left. Our culture has always been with us. So, it's. I just feel bad. They try to play her, to call her a demon and stuff for coming out with Black is King, because it clearly she just paid homage to certain African cultures or whatever. It might be some cultures that she was from, So, but we criticize people, and we think that shit is a certain type of way when it's not. We just gotta do better, and stop being so sick in the mind, and just think about stuff a little bit better, more optimistically. You feel me? Anywho, since don't nobody want to hear no positive shit, you know what I mean? Like, if I tell you, look, let me give you things to think and stuff, like, because, I mean, as a man thinking, so is he. Like, think freedom. Think righteous. Think abundant. Think beautiful. Think wise. Think creative. Think like, just think good thoughts and stuff. Put good shit in your mind, and that's what you become. If you change your mind, you can change your whole world. So that's exactly what you become. So and then what you say, we got power like ain't nobody's business. And I'm like, yo, they won't take my power. I'm like, hey, we got power. They say the power of, life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So, I could just say something simple as life. Life. You know what I mean? Like, we got that power. And the fact that, that people just really don't know it, you know what I mean? Like, it boggles my mind, and I'm like, man, maybe we do need to, like, reassess things. Maybe we do need to go back and like figure out where we truly came from, because we do have that power, we do have that ability. We can, we have the power. Like everything that we say. Look, listen. Let me tell you. We got Jesus is King. Kanye West came out with. Black is King. Beyonce came out with. Then you got your Marilyn Manson. This man, woman, like this, because you know he went and got breasts. Like, so, like, he came out with "We Are Chaos." That's, I said, no, you are chaos. Like, don't put that on. We don't, who's we? Like, it's like, man, like, people just don't know what words will do. Like, you don't come out with the, so, you know, we're going to leave that over there. I've told you, the two people of melanated color, they came out, they came out with Jesus is King, Black is King and stuff, you know what I mean? Beyonce, she did her thing. I don't know. I'm still waiting on what Kanye come with, because I'm trying to hear it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out what he got going on. If people going to call him demonic, like, it's crazy, you know? And, you know, hey. But they put themselves out there in the limelight, and you know that's what they did. So we can talk about them, you know, laugh at them, like, you know, like it is what it is, or is it? You know what I mean? Are they not human beings? Are they not people? Because last time I checked, they were just people. Just people. So, you know. We gotta check ourselves on that, and it change your mind on things. Like, you know, heal yourself. We have the ability to heal ourselves. We have the ability to heal ourselves. Like, what we think matters. What we speak matters. So we have to really, really be careful on what we say and what we think. What we think and what we say, that's our control. That's our power. That is our power. So with that being said, I ain't gonna take too much longer. I'm just like that's our power though. Like what we speak and what we think, it's our power. So we just need to realize that and start using our power. Like, this is the God within us. We can do whatever we set our minds to. You know what I mean? Whatever we put effort toward, we can do it. We can get it done. And, you know, long live the king, you the king. No, but yeah, so like, you know, I'm just putting that in the back of people's minds. Like, you know, just put that you know, put that in the back of your mind. Like, we're sick, we need healing. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the perfect time, like, to do so. When you've been snatched out of your natural habitat and brought to a fucking place, a foreign place, and, you know, generation after generation, they done taught you different things to keep you cursed and in bondage, because you don't know certain things and you don't recognize certain things and you don't know who you are. The essence of who you are has been ripped away from you. You know, shit happens. You know what I mean? So we got to really put that in the back of our minds and, like, be aware and conscious of that and find our way back to, you know, the essence of who we truly are as people. So, you know, we can do that, and you know, I think we'll be all right. So, anywho, I'm out of here. I know that was a lot, I know I got a little deep, and I want to, I'm not going to apologize for getting a little deep, but I have to get deep sometimes because I want people to know what is going on. Like, I really want people to know what's going on. Now, with that being said, listen, I'm out. Like, love, peace, and hair grease and all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Peace.